Hello, YouTube in the future. Welcome to episode something or another of our Thera campaign, Thera Tales. We have the entire. Actually, we don't have the entire party here.
Also,
As
I
you
don't
can
want
see,
to alarm anyone, but I am
Zeph
starting
is
to run
missing.
low on ammunition.
Solomon is in a coma. Everyone else is
Oh,
here.
I'm not alarmed. I'm
Hello,
perfectly
everyone.
welcome.
Say hello to YouTube.
Hello,
Hello, YouTube.
YouTube.
We have Corin, Esmelda, Shem, Six, and Walker.
Hello.
In the last episode that we did, I don't even know what number we're on. Probably 7 or 8, 9. I don't know.
I think this is number 8.
Man, my party knows more than I do.
Ah,
So in episode 7, then we followed Walker, Shem, and Corn as they made their way down to the ruins of Chal. They got into a fight. Walker found some.
Oh no,
cool-
this is episode 9.
This is episode 9. All right, JK. In episode 7, we caught up with Walker, Shem, and Corn. Found out what happened to them. They went to the ruins of Chal. Found some neat robes. Got attacked by an army of orcs and some other robed figure who they never got to see his face. They jumped into the water. When they came out of the water, they ran into the other half of the party. In episode 8, which was last week, we followed Esmelda, Solomon, Six, and Zeph, following their battle with the Armonites. Lightning struck, and Zeph just disappeared. More lightning struck, and Solomon, who was using a metal weapon, got hit by it and was knocked into a coma. They found a little girl who is apparently very good at magic, and is also somewhat of a healer. She's been taking care of Solomon, keeping him alive. And Esmelda and Six journeyed with this little girl down to Chal to find the rest of the party. They did a bit of exploring in Chal, found a powerful magic circle, and then saw the other half of the party dive off a cliff and met them on the beach. And that's where we're going to kick off today's episode. As Corn, Walker, and Shem come face to face with Six and Esmelda. And C, talk. This is where you guys come in.
Well, shit.
don't everybody come at once, okay? I know it's been a long time since you've seen me, but I'm just as pretty as you remember.
Guys, we have to get back in the water.
Get back in the water. I don't care. Fuck you.
Six, you're a little away from your mic there, my friend.
Are you suggesting I should cowl with it?
Yes.
Blah. Cuddling has ensued. It is the little sperm.
Alright, so Walker, you have the robe on now, right?
I do.
Alright, I'm just
Pretty
gonna.
sure I made it require attunement, didn't I?
I didn't know that last week.
Oh,
So yeah,
You can
when you
still
put this
wear it.
robe on, when you put this robe on, you feel no effects currently.
Okay. It's pretty.
It's a
I
nice
found
white.
a pretty robe, everybody.
It is a nice
cool.
white robe.
Finally got yourself a fancy coat.
Doesn't-
Coran!
yeah, so you look like a
Oh,
monk
God
now,
damn
a
it.
robotic monk wearing this robe.
Robo monk.
As it is a
Punch a
nice
punch a punch.
white monk robe with gold lining like the seams and such.
Mm.
Coran! Walker!
Oh,
Hi.
God damn it.
It's so good to see you.
Why did you steal the back bacon?
She
You
told
want
me
it?
to carry
Take
it.
it.
Excuse me?
How?
Corin, I thought we shared a moment.
No.
So it meant nothing?
I mean, I could have let you die.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I'm not gonna say no.
Well, why is the back bacon so angry at Coran? What did you do?
I saved her life.
You that
Stole her.
For
that
those
don't
of you
sound
who
like
don't
it.
remember, a little bit of making out, a little bit of mouth to mouth. Who knows what happened?
I was
Walker's there
afraid
with
for
a
my
sparkle in
life.
his eye.
And that's how I met your mother.
So, what are we looking for here anyway, Corin?
Well,
Not that everybody's here.
Looking around, there are two very specific members of the party missing.
so I'm going to use that observation as a segue out of that and to be like, where are the other two? I'm surprised they're not leading this charge.
6, what did you do?
I did what 6 had to do to survive.
And you drove them
Because
off,
you
didn't
weren't
you?
there. Fuck you.
Oh, are you two talking about Zolman and fuck, I
Yes.
forgot her name
Yes. Zeph.
Zeph.
Zeph. Yeah, her. Zeph, we don't know where Zeph is. Zolman's knocked out over there.
She points over to the side and headed in the cove is a little girl that Corin you recognize immediately, standing protectively over Solomon's comatose body.
What did you guys do?
Shem,
Okay,
Walker,
good.
you also recognize this little girl as the little girl of the family you spent time with. Again, I say little
Did you
girl, but
guys-
she's like 15 or 16.
Did you slaughter her family and take the kid as a slave?
Why do you automatically assume that I killed anyone?
Have
Why
you
would
ever
I
met
assume
you?
Otherwise.
Yeah, never mind.
No, we didn't.
The little
If
girl stands
anything,
up.
we
She says,
saved
"No,
her."
no, no, no. These people. Yeah, like she said, they saved me. My family was murdered by a rampaging monster, and he was going to take and do unspeakable things to me, but they saved me."
Blink twice if you need help.
She
Oh
does
my
not blink
God.
at all.
Well, I guess you met our friends.
Friends?
Wait, you two know each other? Y'all know each other?
You know
Yeah.
I knew Corin. He's
Yep.
the one who taught me how to shoot a gun. I told you this last time.
Nice.
I told you this like a week ago.
Well, yes, but I don't mean to be rude, but I tend to forget things like that. Especially with everything that's been going on. Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to be the bard who writes down the entire story?
Every word.
Look, I got selective memory. Information
Really
like that doesn't really apply for me, memorization.
Shelly remembers important things. Little details like Corin teaching a little girl how to shoot, not worth remembering.
And at that, I start walking over towards her.
She doesn't do anything. She just kind of looks at you.
Alright, well, when I get over there, I'm just gonna ask her, "Are you alright?"
I mean, well, the death of my family's pretty traumatic, but
Well,
these people have been good to me, and keeping this idiot, and she like nods down to Solomon, keeping him alive has helped to distract me a great amount.
I'm just gonna kind of look down at Solomon and kind of like chuckle to myself and
Solomon's
say
got a
out loud,
broken sword attached to his hip.
"Look at you." Alright, I'm gonna head back over to Esmelda. So, you care to explain why you dragged her across this wasteland?
She was our guide?
And again, she speaks up. She says, "Well, it's either go with them or die in the wasteland on my own." So,
They could have taken you back to Gregoritus.
well, I guess, yeah.
Is there a reason why you're being so protective over her?
She's gonna find help. Unlike somebody.
I'm not going to dispute the fact that she might be helpful. I mean, she kept you idiots alive.
Unlike somebody else.
Well, judging by his condition over there, he didn't do much at all, did he?
And
That's what lightning does.
why does Solomon have a rusty sword on his hip now?
Because his other one was damaged.
And this was an improvement?
Well, with what we got, yeah.
Huh.
From the other side of the hill, you guys hear the yell of the scream of the orc army.
Oops.
Hide,
We
hide,
should
hide.
we should move.
Do
Is
they
there-
see us?
No.
You know what? That's a good idea,
Okay.
but this is something you need to explain to us about.
Why is there an army trying to eat you?
It's not what it looks like.
I think they were looking for this, and I point to the cloak. I think.
Oh, nice clothes. Why do they want cloth?
I don't know, but everything in the city was old and quite frankly ancient. This thing is in perfect condition still. It was about the only new looking thing there.
Interesting.
The girl also speaks up again. She says, "We also found a magical circle."
What kind of
Wasn't going to
magic?
tell them.
Well, are they not friends? Corin taught me how to shoot a gun. Why wouldn't we want to tell him everything that happened?
Why
I
wouldn't
don't
you
know
indeed?
They told us their half of the story. They came down here and found a magic cloak. We found a magic circle. Is that not how this works? I'm confused.
You are confused. I don't offer information that doesn't last after.
Oh, okay. I'll keep my mouth shut. I'm sorry.
Were you able to do anything with the magic circle?
Damn it. I did a bubbly thing. It was
I'm
nice.
gonna look at Melda. You want to elaborate on that?
No.
No, not Esmelda. Melda, the girl.
Oh,
Can we rename her?
First of all, her name is Elda, not Melda. Just E-L-D.
I was close.
Her name's Elda. And she looks, and she's... I have no idea what he's talking about, bubbly thing.
All right, so what happened then?
We were in the city. We found this magic circle in the old temple, the temple of the old sea god. And then the army came before we could really investigate.
Alright, I'm gonna turn to Walker. So does that sound like something we want to check out?
Well, I find it highly unusual that of the two things we find is some pristine piece of cloth and a magical circle. I mean,
Definitely
might
warrants further investigation.
it might.
There's a lot going on in this place for it being just ruins, and especially a whole army.
Mm-hmm.
There's something going on here, guys.
Did you get a look at who was leading the army?
I didn't.
Hmm. Corin, why are we at a ruins where an army's at?
Well, the army is anybody's guess.
So they're not after you.
Well,
That's probably not their original goal.
So they
I mean,
are.
They are now.
God damn it.
Which, can we still hear them?
Oh yeah, they're a very loud army.
All right. Do they sound to be like moving away or anything, or are they just like
Yeah, they've
beating
gone
around the city.
They've gone down the hill into the city.
Okay. Is there any place that I could like get a like better vantage point of the city? Keep an eye on them.
The top of the hill you were once on.
I'm just gonna start heading that way.
Okay. What is everyone
Where'd
else's
you-
plan?
So, as a group, what are we thinking here, guys? I mean, we have an army.
Corn's already walked away by this point.
Yes. It's okay. He doesn't.
I look at the group to gesture like I was gonna say something like and I just start following Corin.
Okay, well, while you're walking away, that's totally the last place I thought I saw the general. But whatever, guys. Bye.
I'll follow.
Okay, Esmelda, what are you doing?
I'm gonna grumble to myself, then go ahead and follow them.
6, are you still staying?
Elda, what are you doing?
Well, your friend is pretty well hidden here, and she gets up and starts following. And after a few moments, it's just 6 and Solomon's comatose body sitting there on the side of hidden in this hill.
Fucking hell! I'm going to sneak up there, I guess.
I imagine 6 just looking at Solomon's body. Somehow this is your fault.
God damn it, Solomon! Would you just wake up already? Fuck.
And with
I
that,
feel like 6 should have gone through his pockets or something. It seems like something you would do.
He's probably sticking notes in there every day.
anyway, so the way
Well,
this
didn't
is
make
set
it a
up
pocket, I did
is
rocks.
you guys are basically in the middle of, or on the left side of gigantic bay, and the city is built on the right, or well, once upon a time was built on the right side of this bay. So the hill kind of looks over to the left and the right side. So the hill that half our party jumped off of is on the right side of the bay, and they swam across the bay to meet up with the other half of the party. You guys are currently walking. Are you walking like around the bay? Is that what your plan is? It's basically like a big
Yeah.
U shape.
Yeah, whatever like the safest, like most inconspicuous route that we wouldn't be noticed.
That would not be walking across a bay with very few trees or rocks in the way. You probably have to swim to not be super inconspicuous.
I mean, I'm not against that.
Do you just hop in the water and start swimming towards the bottom of the hill then, where you guys once hid?
Yeah,
Didn't y'all jump off a cliff to get there?
yeah, but this water's closer.
God damn it.
Okay. The party starts swimming through the water. And after a few minutes of swimming, they end up where half the party originally was, on the underside of the cliff at the bay. You now have 2 ways to go: back towards the base of the hill, or around towards like the beach side of the town, or of the ruins.
How far up is the?
What was that sound?
That was imminent death.
Oh, okay. What was your question?
How far up is the cliff?
Well, you jumped down it, so you know very well that this is like a 200-foot drop.
All right, I'm gonna fly up.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna
When
take
the
off
hell
like a
did Backbacon
superhero.
learn to do that?
Somehow I feel like that's cheating.
I'm gonna stick one hand up in the air and one on my fist and do the Superman like launch.
So the 6 of you are currently just the 6 of you know. There's because the girls here too. Elda's here. The 6 of you are currently treading water underneath the cliff, and then Shem's like, fuck this, and Superman just flies up, leaving the rest of you still treading water. Shem, you fly up the cliff. How sneaky are you trying to be?
I am trying to be sneaky, like just poke my eyes up to see if somebody's still up there.
All right, roll me a stealth check.
Okay. Where is it? Oh, I'm proficient. So, chicken, get off me. Um, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll. It fell in my lap.
Did it fall in your lap, or was it just a poor roll?
It actually did fall in my lap.
Mm-hmm.
That's 13 plus 5.
So 18.
18 stealth.
Yeah, you kind of fly up to the top of this hill and peek over, and there's no one up here. They seem the orcs seem to have lost interest in this area after you guys jumped down. You can't see on the other side of the hill.
Okay, I'm gonna like land on the cliff and I don't know. I guess if the group can see me, kind of gesture that they can come up.
No, the cliff is on the group is on the underside of the cliff. So the cliff kind of juts out. That's where the group is. You are on top of the hill, so they cannot see you. You have flown up and disappeared. Also, I don't know how they're expected to come up when you flew up. Just saying. Anyways, as you look around, the same scene that you saw last time, the ruins of what once was a temple of some kind, a mighty-looking tree, and there is now a spot of dirt where there once was a rock with a plaque in it that was rolled down the hill in you guys' fight. And the orcs are down at the bottom of the hill. They all seem to be congregating towards what looks to be another kind of temple. And all of them have their backs to you. The temple that they're all congregating around overlooks the sea, and the robed figure you can see is in the middle of the temple trying to do something.
So, do I see anything around him? Like, can I make out, is this the circle they were talking about, or?
You don't see anything out of the ordinary over there. It's also, like, probably a mile away, so you can't make out an insane amount of detail.
Okay. Well, there's not a whole lot I can do on my own, so I'm gonna, like, fly back down the cliff into the water with the rest of the party and relay what I see.
Yes, the rest of the party, the 5 of you who are left, what do you do when she flies up? What is your reaction?
Ooh.
Huh.
Well, shit, that makes me jealous.
Melda looks up and she says, I want to learn how to do that one day.
Do you like fire genies?
A few moments later, Shem, you land back down in the water with the rest of the party. Do you land into the water, or do you just kind of float above the water?
I'm gonna hover above the water. I got about 10 minutes of flight each time.
Yep. So yeah, you are now hovering above the water, and you relay what you see to the rest of the party.
So the army's at a temple, and there's this cloak guy, and it looks like they're up to something, but I can't.
How
really
many
make
are
out.
there?
A lot.
All right.
Too
Let's
many for the
Scooby-Doo
6 of
this
you to
shit.
take.
This is not a fight that we are ready to have right now, guys.
What's new, Scooby?
So what you're saying is, we go in.
Gonna solve that mystery. Sorry. That's the
I
best.
don't know.
That's the best Scooby-Doo
So
theme
we
song.
go in with guns ablazing and just light them up.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, so
That's
I
not-
want you all to
not a
re-roll
good
new
idea.
characters because you're probably gonna die.
So the rock is missing. Did they harm the tree?
The tree looked fine.
Alright, so are we able to like keep swimming around?
Yeah, like I said, this is a base. You can swim all the way up. Like the temple that the army is at is on. As Melda and Six can tell you, and Elda, it is overlooking the ocean. So you could literally
Right.
swim from where you are. It'll be like a mile-long swim, but you could swim from where you are to the temple if you wanted to.
I say we go swim and sneak a look at what they're doing.
That's what I was thinking.
Sneakily. Snippy.
So I'm gonna look at Shem. You got any other new tricks that might go ways towards, I don't know, like getting close without being seen?
I mean, I have always been able to do that, if that's what you're asking.
Do you know the
Want me to-
spell Fly now?
No. It's part of.
It's part of a warlock pact.
Ah, gotcha. I was about to say, do you cast Fly yourself but not on anyone else and just fucking take off? Because that is savage.
No, that would be awful. I'm not that type of person.
She's totally gonna do it.
Hey, wait. Does Shem make any noise while she's flying?
Not outside of like air flowing around her. No, she's
It's like the
pretty quiet.
Jetsons car.
Yeah,
I mean, I only have a speed of 30 feet, so it's not like I'm making any whooshing sounds.
yeah, it's like a
Okay,
bird.
because
If you got close to a
I could-
bird, you'd hear their wings, or you'd like hear them fly by you. So that's about what she sounds
Yeah.
like.
I could cast
So wait, is
invisibility on
Shem
her and she could go
flapping?
closer.
Yeah, let's do that.
Unless, does the guy, whatchamacallit, the guy in the robes, can he sense, like, magic around him or no?
Who knows? None of you have any idea.
Good possibility.
Alright,
Just saying.
how about this? Shem, you can change your body. Think you could imitate one of them?
What size are. What are they, ogres?
They're ogres. I have no idea. Let's find out.
They're large.
What he said.
I can only change into something that's medium size.
But can you look like a child when you do it?
That's a good question.
Or maybe you just like look like a runty one.
I could. Are they all wearing like uniform clothes or just like whatever?
Mine is Walker, whose pictures now needs to be updated. You all are wearing what the picture that I have of you looks like.
Ooh,
So Walker
No,
looks like
I'm-
a cowboy, Esmeralda's wearing bright red clothing, Six is in some black stuff, you're in a cloak.
No, what's the army wearing?
Oh, they're all wearing like rags and stuff.
So I would look a little well dressed. Okay. Well, I'm gonna
So
shred
my-
up my clothes.
You're gonna what?
Or we could do my plan.
Okay. Yeah. That
Alright,
works.
yeah. I'll cast invisibility on her then.
Okay.
But-
By the way, you have used about 5 minutes. You're flying up now, so you have 5 minutes left.
Okay.
So you
Oh,
are now
okay.
invisible.
Yes. Okay, so I'm heading to the temple to spy.
Okay.
Okay, so as Shem is flying over there, Corin is going to swim towards the nearest shore.
The nearest shore, you already know exactly where it's at because it's where you swam to last time. It's where Solomon's body is hiding.
Maybe I don't want to go that way.
Um,
No, I go that way.
yeah, the rest of the party starts swimming that way. Shem.
Yes.
Tell me what is your plan? Where do you go in like relation to everyone else?
Well, if I am invisible, like I want to definitely stay at more of a distance to like reduce my chance of being noticed or bumping into anybody.
Okay. So how close to the temple do you get then? And do you land or do you stay flying?
I'm gonna land.
Okay.
I'm thinking I'll probably stay like 20 to 30 yards back from the army.
Okay. The army. That means you're about 60 feet away from the temple with that plan. The
Okay.
army is massed around the temple.
Mhm.
Is that good? That's what you want?
That's good enough for me. I'm not trying to die today.
Smart plan. Smart plan. Okay. From this distance, you aren't really able to see what the cloaked figure is doing as these ogres tower over you. But you do hear the occasional curse word come out from inside the temple. And it does not sound like it's an ogre cursing.
So something's not going the right way for this cloaked figure.
We're saying you have about 2 minutes left of flight at this point.
I've landed.
I know. Oh, can you not take off once you've landed again?
I mean, I've got one more flight left for this long rest.
Okay. Cool.
Should I hover up? Like, it's...
I don't. You do whatever you want to do, girl. I am just here.
Okay, so I'm like the shorty in the back of the line that's like jumping up to see and I can't see anything.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead, use my last flight.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up and see if I can see into the temple and what's going on.
As you do, you fly up and you see the cloaked figure. And he has his two hands out to his side with his palms facing up. And his head's kind of bowed down. And every once in a while, his hands light up with some sort of magic that you can't recognize being cast. And you see a circle around him light up briefly, and then it all kind of just disappears, and he lets out another curse. And then he's continually doing the same thing over and over again. And finally, he kind of throws his hands down in frustration. He says, "Where's that fucking cloak at? That's all we need to complete this." And all the ogres kind of look around in confusion.
I've got what I need to know. I'm gonna head back to the group.
Yeah, you do so. And as you do, as you are pretty close to landing next to the group, the army begins leaving. Out the main entrance the way they came. But
Okay,
the cloaked
so they're not
figure,
gonna...
the cloaked figure, as they leave, kind of stands at the entrance to the ruins and looks around, almost looking for you guys. Eventually, you see his eyes or not his eyes, because you can't see his eyes. But you see his cloaked head kind of look towards the direction-ish of where the party could be. Then he kind of just shakes his head, turns, and begins floating away. He doesn't not walking, by the way. He floats everywhere. So he kind of just floats away.
We're like two balloons.
And
Okay.
by the time you land, the army is moved out of the city.
Okay. So I'm gonna relay all of that to the party then.
Some invisible voice starts talking to you all.
How long has it been?
Yeah, probably 20 minutes.
Okay.
It took about 15 minutes for you guys to swim back. So you all are pretty tired from this long swim. Elda is back to checking on Solomon and making sure he's, alive.
Not dead.
Yeah. What have you all done in these 20 minutes? Minus Elda, who's checking on Solomon. Actually, what have you all done in the 5 minutes since you landed and caught your breath?
Corin is going to take to cleaning his pistol. Make sure it doesn't rust.
Sure. Esmelda, what are you doing?
What is Elda doing? Because I probably want to talk to her, just like mindlessly talk with her.
Elda's just kind of looking over Solomon's wounds and rebandaging him and stuff.
All
as
right,
she's-
so I'll be talk.
Okay.
Nope, go ahead. Go ahead.
As she's rebandaging, Corin, you and Walker both see the gigantic scars from the lightning hitting him down his body. But yeah, you two mindlessly talk. Six, what are you doing?
I guess I'm going to mindlessly watch the hill to make sure that none of them come this way.
Sure. And Walker, finally, what are you up to?
Trying to figure out what the cloak's all about.
Yeah, you know, as a person who's pretty attuned to magic, you know you'll have to attune to this weapon or to this cloak to get its full abilities or anything like that.
Hmm.
Which takes, you know, a long rest to do.
Yeah, it takes a long rest.
And then after a few moments, an invisible voice calls out to you all.
Hey guys.
And you hear something land.
I look around just as if I'm worried about hallucinating again.
Esmelda, you can always, you know, stop the invisibility spell.
Oh, I can. I'll do that.
Yeah, Shem becomes visible.
Well,
So, I think what that whole army was here for was the cloak that Walker picked up. They're trying to do some sort of ritual, and he's just shooting blanks.
Ha!
But I think that he knows that we are still here, but the entire army and that cloaked figure took off, so we're safe for now.
now what do you mean you think he knows we're here?
He just kind of keeps on scanning like he's aware, but can't know for sure.
Did he interact with the magic circle at all?
In the temple?
Well, yeah, that's the only magic circle I know of.
Yes.
Hmm.
I mean, he didn't get very far, but he looked frustrated. So we foiled whatever he had planned.
And you said they were after Walker's robe?
Yes.
Do you think it's all connected?
It might be. Do you have any recollection about an army? Some cloaked figure that floats?
That's probably one of the dark ones, the ancient ones, generals, if I had to guess. Not someone we want to mess with. He'd probably kill us very quickly. Should we take this cloak back to the circle, or should we leave?
No. I don't think we should leave it here. Maybe wearing it's not the best idea, Walker.
I was just gonna say, I'll take out the cloak and,
Wait,
as
wait, I
she's
have a
saying they
great
were
idea.
looking for it, I shove it in my backpack casually.
What if
Do you want
I
me
have a
to
great
hold it
idea.
in my
Let's
bottle?
give it to the general.
Let's not and say we didn't.
But
But if we
wait,
gift
what
it to him,
if this circle and this cloak are supposed to go together? What if something amazing happens when we bring them together?
what if something horrible
These
happens? He was
guys-
going to use it.
Yeah, these guys don't seem to
But-
be the altruistic type.
I don't know.
Are there?
They've left. I think it'd be worth a shot, wouldn't it?
I feel
In
like
the head.
okay. Let's look at this. Clearly, there's something
Just look at
magical
it.
about this place and the cloak. And these runes have been picked through. The cloak showed itself to us.
Well, to Walker.
There's something that we like. We have to take this. Maybe it's like power, but if it falls into the wrong hands?
So here's my idea. You said the army
Oh
left.
no.
Yes, the army left.
Do you need a lozenge?
Yes, the army left.
All right. So let's give it a couple hours just to make sure any stragglers are cleared out. Once dusk starts to fall, I'll head over that way, see if they happen to leave anything, see if I can find anything else.
All right.
Traps, yeah.
So are we
And-
setting up camp?
I mean, they've already have a camp kind of set up here that they've been using. Walker, do you continue shoving this cloak in your bag, or do you try to attune to it while you guys take this rest?
If we're doing a rest, I'll attune it.
As you start to attune to it, again, your connection to time. As you attune to it, you get flashbacks of a short gnome who punches the shit out of everything.
Puncha.
Yes. You kind of see you see how the robe became magic as a kraken. You see a tentacle of the kraken about to end her life when she gets pushed out of the way by a man, and the man takes the brunt of the blow, dying, imbuing it with his magic. And then you later see the same female gnome jump into the mouth of a dragon as it's about to unleash some insane attack, protecting someone from something
Bad.
and as just before the cloak's disintegrated, it seems to disappear off the body of this person, or of this gnome, being imbued with even more magic. And you see another great hero, or presumably of a man who fights, or who has a wife and a kid, who's wearing this robe. And as they are beginning to be overrun by some sort of army of beings you've never seen before, this man stands his ground and does his best to protect his family from whatever is happening. And finally, you see the robe appearing in the ruins before you, and you kind of get the thought that this robe appears to whoever is willing to lay down their life for someone else. And then you've attuned to it, and now you have the full effects of it.
I just imagine Walker's eyes going wide. He's just like, whoa. And then starts doing karate chops.
Puncha. Well, as we wait for the long rest and people start waking up, I'll share that story. And try to explain to them that I'm not insane.
Well, Shem immediately believes you, as she was there when last time you shared visions with her.
Oh yeah.
The rest of the party, I can't confirm or deny. Elda seems starstruck by your stories.
I remind her to
I'm-
write them down, as I'm starting to get the understanding of her short-term memory.
No, Elda,
Issues.
not Esmelda.
Oh.
But you do still tell Esmelda to write the stories down.
Can we, as a group, rename the girl Ella or something?
No, I really like my name.
Okay,
Well,
Ella.
according to you, it's a lie, but it's not a lie
Just okay.
that we're aware of.
Okay, my name is Elda, and just please, it's all I have left of my family. Okay.
Can't we just call you Rachel or Steve? I don't give a shit.
Don't make me hurt you, Six.
Please hurt me.
And suddenly, Six, you are floating in the air 10 feet above the ground as she is telekinesis you up without you even being able to react.
Yes, more.
What's that?
Not appropriate.
Six, you are flung 60 feet into the water.
Splish splash!
Oh my god.
I have to swim back.
I'm not giving him CPR.
I don't believe any of us are.
Oh, Corin, you would miss me dearly if I actually left.
Hey, you remember that time when I left?
No, I remember that time that you suck, which is all the time, so we're good.
It is now morning time. You guys have slept through the night.
So, Walker is related his story to the group.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I have a strong urge, like, we need to go to the circle.
I agree after the
Well,
story.
I'm gonna head over that way, scout it out, make sure nothing's laying in wait. I'll signal
And
to you guys once I know it's clear.
Yeah.
Just to skip the little things, you do so, and there is nothing there.
Okay.
No traps, no ogres left behind. The army seems to have cleared out. They seem frustrated that whatever happened didn't happen, and they dipped.
Okay, well, while everybody else is doing their thing here at this magic circle,
You have to send your signal up first. I don't know how you're gonna signal them.
fire a shot.
You loudly fire a shot into the air, and everyone hears it.
Okay. And then,
Corn usually does that when he wants me to come to him.
Well, isn't that convenient? What a dick.
Yeah, and the rest of the party begins moving to Corin. And you all get there.
Yay.
And Walker, again, the tugs of time seem to hit you really hard in this place. And you see a group of heroes running through the city as a Kraken attacks. And just as they're about to attack, or they run into this temple, and there's a giant dark-skinned fellow who is just kind of looking over the sea, watching his city be destroyed in horror. And the heroes grab this person and kind of pull him into the circle with them. And then the circle lights up, and they all disappear. But while this is happening, Walker, you see this all happening in real time and just completely shut down, lost in this time loop. And he sits like this for a good 30 minutes while the rest of the party does, well, I don't know, what does the rest of the party do? Walker stops moving and refuses to budge.
So,
Low battery.
it's okay, he's solar powered. Do I kind of recognize at this point, like, when Walker's getting his visions?
You do, yeah.
Okay, can I, like, do the touch contact to see what he sees?
As you touch Walker, you do not share his vision with him this time.
Oh, okay.
okay, well, while this is going down, I want to see if I can go through the immediate vicinity around the temple, like any ruined buildings, see if I can find any scrap metal, anything that I could use to make more ammo. Is there any sovereign glue?
No to all the questions.
Well, fuck.
All in vain.
All you find is the statue of who Elda explains to be the old god of the sea, Yetters. He is now
Is
dead.
Yetters made of stone?
The statue is.
Is the sign?
The sign, it's kind of carved into the stone at the bottom.
Duh. I tried.
Wait, did you say old god or like new god?
He is the old god of the sea.
Okay.
Esmeralda, you know this from last week. The man is dead. This god died.
I misheard you. That's why I was asking.
Pay attention, girl.
I was. I have hearing issues.
Wow.
15 minutes into your guys' exploration of the ruins, with Walker still out of it, you hear loud yelling.
Yelling from where?
The outskirts of the ruins.
Okay. So I'm going to draw my pistol and run towards that and try to find a spot to hide to keep an eye out.
As you do, you see the entire army of ogres moving through the city, pushing towards you guys.
Again?
Okay, time to take him
Yeah.
for a swim.
Yeah, I run back to the temple. We gotta go now.
Walker is stuck in place and refuses to move.
Do your lifty thing, girl.
She looks at you. I'm trying. Something's stopping me. He won't move.
Push him off.
What?
Push him off the. Would water kill him?
No,
No.
he's not like electrical.
Actually,
The
I
army
don't
is
think
about
breathing's a
5
thing
minutes
for
away
him.
from you all.
Alright, I'm going to use my telepathy and like yell into Walker's brain. Buddy, whatever you're doing, you need to hurry up. We gotta go. Now.
Nothing seems to affect Walker. He doesn't even seem to hear the telepathy.
Elda, do you have any suggestions?
I have no idea what's happening to him. I don't know.
Do you know anything about these circles that can help us?
They're magic.
Can magic get us out of here?
I don't know.
Am I on the circle? Near the circle?
Walker, you are in the exact middle of the circle. And it is slowly, there's a faint glow as the circle lights up around you, as you are stuck in this time loop.
Complete the circle.
By now, the army has surrounded you guys, but they don't seem to be attacking. They just have cut off all exit points. And the cloaked figure appears ahead of you, and he says, do not resist. Just lay down your weapons. Give me the robe.
Oh, Quarren is going to fire a shot.
This is a mistake. I will kill all of you if you do not give me the robe and get the robe anyways.
Do it, Shem. Do what you saw.
As he says this, Walker, the quote-unquote secrets of how to activate the circle appear in your mind, and you know that the key to opening the circle is the robe you're wearing. Someone not wearing the robe cannot open the circle. And you wake up.
I wake up, see the army around us, and immediately start replicating what I just saw in the dream of when they activated the circle.
The cloaked figure points at you and he says, give me the robe, robot, or I will end you and all of your friends.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Fireball.
Yeah, I really want to shoot this guy.
How
Go
many
for
are
it.
around us right now?
Hundreds.
I got a couple fireballs.
Can I activate the circle now that I know what to do and I'm on the circle? Is everybody with us?
They're all like spread around the ruins. No one is like directly next to you.
I'm going to call everybody to the circle.
The man steps to step forward. He says, if you move, I will kill you.
Yeah, I shoot at him.
As you take a shot, your bullet flies towards him, and right before it connects, crumples and falls to the ground.
Uh-oh.
Then,
And
yeah.
Corn, you feel a searing pain across your hand, and as you look down, a gigantic burn has crossed your body. There was no fire or anything. You just immediately started burning, causing you to drop your gun.
Like-
The hand that your gun is around, or that your gun is in, is a burn. You feel like a burning, searing pain. He is literally like giving you a 3rd-degree burn across your entire whatever arm you hold your gun in, causing you to drop the gun.
Okay,
Is it your right arm or your left arm?
that's my right arm.
Okay, then your entire right arm has been like the first layer of skin has literally been seared off of your entire arm, from the tip of your finger down to your shoulder. And he looks at you all and he says, "I said, do not move and give me the robe."
Bro, why is this clock so important to you?
It snuffs out the resistance. Now give it to me, robot, or I will kill your friends.
So is there any way that we can...
Is there any way we could talk you out of being a douche?
As you say that, the last bit of sound stops in your throat, and 6, you realize you can no longer breathe.
Breathing's not important.
You cannot talk because you can't breathe. You just kind of gasp for air. And Walker, as you seem to be kind of debating, Elda steps forward. She says, "All of you, get in the circle now. I will do my best to protect you for as long as I can."
She's the smartest one right here. I'm gonna listen to her.
Yep. Do she says.
6, you immediately learn how to breathe, and Solomon appears from the cliffside next to you, Walker. She looks, she says, "Take care of him." And then her arms light up as 2 giant fireballs appear, and she begins battling the robed figure, launching fireballs and lightning strikes as he dodges and shoots his own attacks back. And you all have a brief few moments to run towards the circle.
I start spinning up the incantation.
I sprint at said circle.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick my gun up with my left hand, and as I'm running back, try to get a couple of shots on this guy.
They all seem to miss. The army begins surging forward towards you all. And Esmeralda, you are the last one into the circle. Well, actually, you haven't actually told me what you're doing. This girl.
Oh, I said I was gonna run to the circle.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Shem.
Can anybody grab Alda and get her pulled back?
Elda is currently like launching off walls of fire, separating the temple from you guys and the army, and launching like lightning bolts at the hooded figure. And she is in a full-on battle of her against this entire army, buying you all a brief few moments.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on her.
Okay. You have
Just
yet to
kind
run
of
in the circle, Shem.
I thought I was like right next to Walker.
No, you all were like spread about the temple, so it takes like a couple of seconds for you to sprint into it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in the circle.
Okay. As you all sprint to the circle, Walker, you finish your excuse me. You finish your incantation, and the circle lights up into a bright light. And as you all begin feeling your consciousness slip away, and you begin teleporting, you see a horrible shot of lightning spread or hit Elda, and that's the last thing you see before you flash white. And when the white disappears, you are sitting on top of a mountain. The entire party together, minus Elda and an unconscious Solomon. And in front of you is a gigantic city. Built
What city?
on top of the mountain. You have no idea. You've never heard of something like this.
The only like known city is
Great Gortis.
yeah, so
And this is a city seemingly built on top of a mountain. As you all appear, there are 2 guards on the outside of the city, and they both have spears. And they lower their spears as you all appear and say, "Halt! Who are you?" And with that, we will end today's episode. Bum, bum, bum.
bum, 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 bum. No? Nobody else is gonna
Guys-
join in? Okay.
YouTube, if you guys enjoyed this episode apparently 9, I don't know, I guess. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. We'll be back next week to figure out what happened to our party. Have a great night, YouTube. Hope you all have a wonderful time.